Former State Security Minister is still currently on the stand at the State Capture Commission of Inquiry, but our reporter Tumaole Mohlaoli has been watching developments for us throughout the day. Tumaole, certainly, one of those stories that really boggles the mind, and certainly an important testimony even to be heard in the State Capture Commission of Inquiry. But there's also some talk around cash bag deliveries involving ANC Women's League. What's going on?
Well, as far as that talk goes, that would refer back specifically to the evidence of Loyiso Jafta, and he painted a picture of agents that were basically going beyond their mandate and getting involved in party political activities. So they would illegally, as he would say, sign off invoices and get money for operations that were happening, such operations that were never reported back on, and this money would then find its way to bags and to party rank and file, including the Women's League and other high-ranking members, allegedly, of the ruling party. Now, this was the evidence that was also corroborated by Ms. K. Ms. K was a secret witness that testified before the Zondo Commission of Inquiry, and she basically was an operational agent, and this is why her identity was withheld. And she testified how she, on several occasions, worked very closely with those who were then making the money go from the state coffers or the state security agencies' coffers to agents on the ground, and it never was accounted for.
I can tell you now that evidence of Ms. K is one that, we still remember, yes, because there was quite a lot that she had to say that left quite a lot of people shocked as to what was going on, allegedly, within the State Security Agency. But the former State Security Minister vehemently denies, these allegations that he received, large sums of cash.
Yes, he denies it outright, saying that, this is all hearsay, and people can't basically prove what it is that they are testifying before the Commission of Inquiry. And this is one of the observations that was made by Mr. Loyiso Jafta, as well as the evidence leaders at the Commission during his evidence, saying that, it's very tricky when you talk about the cloak and dagger world of the intelligence community, because in most cases you don't have necessarily a paper trail, and where you do, the department in charge of it, the State Security Agency, would then also want it to be protected, because you're speaking about active agents on the ground, and some of this information and some of these revelations can actually compromise them, meaning that you could compromise the State Security Agency itself.
Interesting. And Tumaole, the Commission doesn't seem to have a sitting, especially of high-profile people, without this one particular issue. And this is the late arrival of documents. We saw this in some of the witnesses who would come forward to say, but I haven't seen this, I didn't receive this affidavit. Now you're expecting me to answer questions based on this, and things were no different here.
Things were no different here, and it speaks to the Commission and the challenges that the Commission faces in the work that it does. And it's something that the Commission's evidence leaders and Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo have spoken out against, saying these challenges need to be addressed, because at every turn, not only is the issue of the late arrival of documents, also the issue of witnesses being called out, and when documents are put through, names aren't edited out, and they're read out, and when witnesses are meant to be protected, it speaks to almost a campaign to try and tell those who want to help the Commission that their identities won't be protected, because the Commission of Inquiry has been saying those who come forward are doing it to help the nation, to help the Commission understand what happened, and the Commission will go out of its way to protect them. So if that is compromised, that raises a lot of questions, and the thinking is that those who might have information will then fear to come forward.
I tell you what, Tumaole, the Commission certainly doesn't have a lot of time, and it cannot afford to find itself still having such administrative issues that really needed to be resolved quite a long time ago. But also another possible delay is in the evidence of Lynn Brown as well as Noma Gigaba. It doesn't look like we're going to hear from them tonight, as the Commission has said, and this looks like it's set for next week sometime?
Yes, it looks like it's set for next week, provisionally at this stage, Monday. is a date that has been set aside. However, the Commission will release a statement closer to the time, as they usually do, to confirm. Things seem to change quite rapidly. Again, it speaks to the issue of the time constraints, because even this past week, Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo was saying that the time issue is becoming quite difficult, because you have people coming to the witness stand and implicating others. And those who have been implicated have to be given an opportunity to come and state their side, so that the final report that is expected from the Commission will be a full final report. Of course, there's still the question of the one individual who refuses to come before the Commission of Inquiry, the former President Jacob Zuma, and questions have been raised as to whether the final report will be complete without his evidence. Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo has already said that whether he testifies or not, he wants him to come and answer to these allegations. But the Commission will continue with this work, and the report will be finalized.
I tell you, there'll be quite a lot of difficulty there, especially if it doesn't have some of the key players, you know, when it comes to compiling its report. But as you say, Tumaole, yes, these are developments that we are expecting to unfold next week. That's our reporter, Tumaole Mohlaoli, who's been watching developments at the State Capture Commission of Inquiry throughout the day. Let's take